Yo, hello there! So, on October 15th, we're gonna get a super big patch. Let's talk about it. Bartendertron removed from Battlegrounds. First of all, I've been talking about this on stream a lot. Bartendertron is just strictly a worse version of Omu, and I saw that coming. It's weird that they released Omu instead of just giving Bartendertron Omu's hero power, but I understand it. It's fine. Remove Bartendertron, we got a upgraded Bartendertron. We kind of know what power level they're aiming for, and I'm okay with that. If they try to get every single hero in the game to be kind of as good as Omu, perfect for me. I like the power level, I like the excitement, I like heroes that are capable of doing nice things. I'm loving it. Let's keep going. Ragnaros, probably the best hero of all time. Now gets worse. How worse? Let's find out. From 20 to 25 enemies killed. So usually Ragnaros was finishing the quest on 8. On a bad game on 9. Sometimes you would even die before you do it. But very rarely. 25 is definitely not going to allow you to finish it on 8. Unless you get lucky. So on average now you're going to finish it on 9. I think that's fine. That's good. Still going to be good. If they wouldn't change from +4/+4. But it's also going from +4/+4 to +3/+3. How good is Ragnaros going to be? I predict he's still going to be a top 10 hero. Is he going to be the best? Well, it depends. Let's see if other heroes get nerfed as well, because if other heroes also get nerfed, Ragnaros might still be one of the best, if not the best. But now it requires a little bit more finesse. You need to play a little bit more safe, kind of like the cat. Still has the payoff way earlier. +3/+3 is not +4/+4, but it's still a hefty buff. If you get Divine Shield on the left, Divine Shield on the right, you're going to have some pretty good results. So I still think Ragnaros is going to be a top 10 hero. Maev. Now it only buffs the minion by +1 attack. They really love nerfing from +1/+1 to +1 attack. I mean, I can see it. Some people were suggesting that they should just cut the buff entirely. That's a little bit better. It's definitely a nerf. The question is how big of a nerf it is. Pretty big. Now you definitely don't want a hero power on 1. I guess you could, but yeah, you should do it only if you get like really bad minions offered to you. Ideally, you should try to go buy into buy hero power, into buy hero power roll, buy hero power level up, hero power level up. You still follow the same curve. But I don't think on 8 gold, you'll be able to go Tavern 4 hero power. Unless you have like a really insane start. I think you will mostly just have to stay one turn more on Tavern 3 and then play from there and see what happens. I still think Maev is going to be good. Is she going to still be top 10? That's the question. Barely. My answer is, and my prediction is barely. Barely a top 10 hero right now. She's going to be worse than Keltus. Worse than Nosdorm. Slightly. Better than Edwin. That's where I put her. But I could be wrong. I was wrong in the past previously multiple times. Shenvala, which by the way, I learned a couple of days ago that it's actually an anagram for his hero power Avalanche. And I was making a stupid joke on stream that is because he's going down. Okay, after you play 3 elementals, reduce the cost of upgrading the tavern by 2, becomes by 3. The downside of Shenvala is that you have to force elementals. Elementals are pretty good to the extent that they're either the best tribe or the second best tribe in the game currently. So I don't think this is going to be a bad change for Shenvala at all. He might even jump to top 10 heroes. Like, the way I have Shenvala right now is just a high roll hero. Maybe even better than Maleficent, but in the same category. You have to force something, and you get the bonus for doing so. I like it. I think it's going to be really nice. The question is how nice. And that we're going to find out. But I predict maybe better than Maev. That's my bold prediction of the day, okay? Patchwork, 55. I was also saying multiple times on stream, if not 60, at least give him B55. My hot take on Patchwork is that it's going to still be bad. Why? When Patchwork was 60 health, and we didn't have the caliber of heroes that we do now, I still felt he was overrated and overused. And his win rate in high ranks, in very high ranks at the time, was not that insane. His overall win rate across all ranks was insane on 60 health. On 55, I don't think he'll be amazing. I think he'll be slightly playable sometimes. But I don't think he'll be a top 10 hero. Sindragoza now buffs by +2/+1. Very big change, pretty powerful. Usually health matters more than attack, but attack is also pretty valuable. Again, I don't think it's gonna be a top 10 hero, but maybe top 15, maybe sometimes playable. I don't think I played Sindragosa since she was released, so maybe now I'm gonna pick her once in a while. Maybe over release, let's say. We'll see. King Mukla now has a chance to give Mukla a big banana. Well, how big is the banana and like how often does it happen? I don't know. We need to see some percentages on this, like just big banana. Like this text is as useful as if they were as if they would write big banana. Like I want some more information, Blizzard. Maybe not like a detailed percentage breakdown, but like at least tell us how often. Big banana. Okay, cool. I cannot do any prediction on that. Just big banana. Whirlwind Tempest has been removed from Battlegrounds minion pool. I had to Google this before I did the review. Whirlwind Tempest is the 4-star 6/6 that makes your Wind Fury become Mega Wind Fury. And unfortunately, when it's golden, it doesn't make the Mega Giga Turbo Wind Fury, as I wished. It was a decent minion. I don't know why they removed it from the pool. They maybe wanted to like tone down elementals a little bit. Maybe they feel like they have a little bit too much synergy. It was already pretty hard to find elementals. And that guy was like one of the best reasons to make Little Rag work. Hard to predict how elementals are going to be with this change. Pogo Hopper removed from Battlegrounds. I kind of predicted this as well because literally Pogo makes Jandis one of the best heroes of all time. Jandis is mostly insane when Pogos are available. Without Pogos, she's still really good. Maybe close to how good old Hooktask was. Not really, but close to her. And again, even though she's playable without mechs, she excels when mechs are in. So Pogo made Jandis way too OP. And literally, Pogo was close to unplayable on every single other hero. Other than like Bran, Shadowwalk, Fringe scenarios. And even on those heroes, it's kind of like, ugh. So I can definitely see them removing Pogo. And makes Tavern 2 better. Makes it more condensed, more powerful minions on Tavern 2. Talking about powerful minions on Tavern 2, Selfless Heroes Tavern 2 now. I mean, I think it's a change that should have happened some time ago. Card is too good to be a Tavern 1. I like it a lot. Deadly Spore on 5, sure. It's better than removing it from the game. I definitely like Deadly Spore as a card, simply because if you want to counter it, buy Unstable Ghoul. Buy some token generation, buy some menace, whatever. Like, it's easy to counterplay the Deadly Spore, but it's also super annoying when your opponent has a double Spore, golden selfless Baron and like cheeses you out of nowhere. So I think Tavern 5 is a good change for Deadly Spore. I like it. I would have liked to see Salty Looter become Tavern 2 and not become 4/4. But maybe they tried it as a Tavern 2 and it was like game breaking. But if this is not enough, they should definitely consider making it a Tavern 2 minion. I think it wouldn't be game breaking. But maybe it is, and I'm not realizing it because my brain is small. Cannoneer is now a 4/3. Cool. Like buffing Party Elemental. I mean, they're nerfing other elementals, so I think it's fine. I like it. Condensing it. 3/3 as well. Cool, sure. I don't understand this change. So, at the end of your turn, give your leftmost minion +1/+1. At the end of your turn, give your leftmost minion +1/+1. Repeat for each elemental you play this turn. Am I stupid? I don't see any difference. It's like that meme from the office, where like corporate wants to see a difference or something like that. Like the same picture. I don't know. Like what's the difference? I don't get it. Let me read it again. At the end of your turn, give your leftmost minion +1/+1 for each elemental played this turn. Okay, so you play 5 elementals, you give +5/+5. At the end of your turn, give your leftmost minion +1/+1. Okay. Repeat for each elemental you play this turn. So if you played 5 elementals, you give it +1/+1, +1/+1, +1/+1. Is there any minion that doubles the buffs it receives? Nothing comes to my mind. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, why would it be better to give it 1/1/1/1/1 instead of just giving it 5? That's what I don't see. And that's what I don't understand. But maybe there is something. And I'm not catching up on it. Like, this would make sense if there was a minion that would double buffs received or something. Anyways, Little Rag goes from 5 to 6. That's interesting. They made his stats better, but still. Little Rag was worse than Bran. And worse than Nomi in the long run, better than Nomi in the short run. But very often it was kind of like a bait. So I'm not sure about Little Rag to 6. If he changes that much from like how elementals want to play. Maybe, I mean, it's a good 6. It's a decent 6. We had way worse 6s. Harder to triple. Decent stats. And then Genie goes to 5. Genie was one of the best 6s. Because I think it's a bug or something, but he discovers Amalgadon way too often. If I look at my stats, from all the Genies that I played, I think half of them gave me Amalgadon. I think it's literally a coin flip. It's either Amalgadon or it's like a random elemental. I'm not kidding. I'm getting Amalgadon way too often from the Genie. And I'm seeing my opponents get Amalgadon way too often from the Genie. Maybe it's just my brain, my human brain, my biased human brain, just seeing Amalgadon and getting triggered way more when that happens, and just ignoring the times it gives Molten Rock or whatever. But I think Genie is going to be one of the best 5s. And Genie is a better 5 than old Ragnaros, in my opinion. And Ragnaros is a better 6 than Genie? No, not really. Sort of. So basically, a lot of the time, you would rather get Genie than Ragnaros because he delivers the value. Genie makes more sense. Okay, Genie makes more sense as a 5 than as a 6. Rag makes more sense as a 6 than as a 5. Very good change. But I'm saying this is not necessarily a nerf to elementals. Maybe it's a buff. It's just a change of dynamic. Weird to not see Bran changed. Like, I feel like they would change the entire game of Battlegrounds if they would also make Bran a 6. Now, I still think you're going to discover very hard for 5. Sometimes for 6, but 5s are going to be very powerful again. But yeah, I like these changes a lot. I think overall they're great. And I'm looking forward to play a lot with them. I'm going to stream a ton. And I'm going to try to make some interesting YouTube videos about it as well. Thank you for watching this small review of the patch. And I'll see you online. I'm streaming almost every single day. And trying to upload very consistently on YouTube as well with the help of my editor. So make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like that. And don't forget to type in comments what type of content you would like to see. Because I'm looking for ideas on what I should film and do. So let me know.